Hey, what's going on, everybody? I got another video here for you today, and this one is another list of easy, but most importantly, fun Switch games for kids. So let's say you just bought a Nintendo Switch, or you have a young child in your life that has a Nintendo Switch, and you're trying to give them a gift, but you don't know what games they're going to be able to play. You don't know if something's too violent or just too hard for their age. So the age I'm aiming for here is between 3 and about 6, 7 years old. That time frame where kids can't really read yet, and a puzzle can really mess up their whole game experience. So these are a list of fun and easy games for the Nintendo Switch. And I'm doing all my research here with my son. I have a 4-year-old son. He's been playing games since he was about 3. And if you had watched my last video about easy Switch games for kids, I based everything off of him. At the time, he was about 3.5, and now he's about 4.5. But Todd, he's here, and he is going to talk to us about what games he likes. And all the gameplay, well, I'll put this, most of the gameplay that you're going to see is all him. It's all him playing. So, yeah, but let's get into it, and let's begin with our first game. Tell everybody who you are.
Todd,
How old are you, Todd?
4.
Okay, why do you like this game, Kiwi?
Hats. It's a silly name.
You like Kiwi because it's a silly name?
Yeah. Yeah, I like how it flies, but I like it in the wall.
Okay.
But you can't do it when it's yellow or green. You can't do it.
You can't stab the wall when it's yellow or green. Alright, so let's start with our first game, and that is Kiwi. So this game I found in the magazine Nintendo Force, which is the magazine that took over for Nintendo Power, but I'll make another video on that day later. So this is a really cheap, easy game for the young kids. So this game right now is going for $3 on the Nintendo Game Shop, the eShop, sorry, the Nintendo eShop is only $3. So I absolutely love this. It's got the graphics of a Nintendo 64, which makes me nostalgic for it because I've got a big heart for Nintendo 64. So it was kind of neat for me to bring something for my son to enjoy that is in the Nintendo 64 graphics, and it's incredibly easy. So in this gameplay here, we can see how easy the game is and how smooth the controls are. And the whole point of this game is in a sense of collectathon, meaning you have to go collect different pieces to advance. There are very few bad guys, and there are minor puzzles within the game, so it's just a matter of how to find the different gears and the rubies that you see laying around. And the Kiwi, the little bird guy, he can use his beak to climb on certain walls. So if something's hard to get to, all you have to do is jump up a little bit, stab the wall, jump more, stab the wall, repeat. And you can climb different areas. So the puzzles get to be fairly easy. If there's a wall near you, you climb the wall, and then if you got to get somewhere, you jump off said wall, and you can just glide to wherever you're trying to get to. And which makes this game pretty fun for kids who are used to playing a difficult game and not able to get anywhere. This game will allow them to get to all the different areas around, and they can actually enjoy the game. So one of my biggest recommendations why this is number 1 is Kiwi. Super cheap, super easy to play, doesn't take much room on the Nintendo Switch. I can't recommend this game enough, although it is a short game. We haven't completed it yet, or my son hasn't yet, but if I were to sit down and push through it, since I do have quite a bit of game experience, it would take me about an hour and a half to 100% it. Another downfall on this game is there's no physical copy. So if you're a big collector and you want to have physical games, you can't. This is a digital only game. So if you're giving it as a gift, you're going to have to give them money on the eShop or a gift card, and then you're going to have to purchase it for them. However, if you're a parent, you can, what I do when my kids, if I want to give them a new game and that's going to be a digital game only, I just go purchase the game and I don't download it until it's their birthday, and then they open up a card or something with the picture in there of that said game, like, oh, you got this game, then I go on the Nintendo Switch, download it for them, and then that's how I give a game digitally but in a physical way. Just a thought, something that I do. Also on that topic of digital, physical, I'm getting a little off topic, but I'd rather my kids have a digital copy of the game. So the Switch carts or the cartridges for the games are incredibly small and they're easy to lose. I don't trust my kids running around with a $60 game that they're not going to lose, right? This is a video about kids and easy games. I think it'll be difficult for them to keep track of those games. So I don't give them any physical games. I only give them digital games. So it being a digital only for me is not a plus or a negative. It's just I was going to go digital anyways. But once again, Kiwi for me is a must-have. Like it's nothing as far as money goes, but the game does play incredibly smooth, and I recommend it as my #1 easy Switch games for kids. All right, next up is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. So I'm showing you the PC version as I have this game on PC, and I didn't get Todd to sit down and play it on his Switch because I wasn't gonna buy it in 2 separate places, but it is on Nintendo Switch and you can buy it digitally and physically, whichever you choose. However, this game is a little bit more challenging. It's not as easy as Kiwi, and it's not as easy as the rest of the games on this list. However, this is a very kid-friendly game. There is no violence in this game. Well, there's very minimal violence. It's like you hit things with a jellyfish net, and it's robots, right? The robots have gone rogue. All the different characters from the show are in there. You got Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Patrick, obviously your SpongeBob. Very colorful and good game. So this game is actually a remake from a PlayStation 2 GameCube game, and this is the upgraded, the newer one. Plays incredibly well, like I was saying. It's not too hard. One of my favorite things I do like about the game is when you're receiving instructions from a character trying to learn something new, not only will there be text about the information, but that character telling you what needs to happen, what you need to do, he or she is also saying it out loud. So you have your child looking at words at the same time as them reading along with the words. So I like that a lot, as my kids, or Todd, can't read yet, but this will help them in a sense of there's words being read out loud in front of him, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So for my #2 recommendation is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. And you can find this game physically for around $20, and digitally it'll be up and down around so I've seen it for $30 and all the way down to $20 as well on the Nintendo eShop.
By clipping my toenails?
Tell me why you like Kirby.
And I like it so much.
Why do you like Kirby? Tell me more about it.
And I like it so much.
What about it?
And I like it so much, and I like it when I just still play the old one.
Okay, next up is Kirby Return to Dreamland. Now, I haven't bought this game yet. I've only given my son the demo, but for paying nothing and letting him play, if you watched my last video on the other easy Switch games, I gave Todd the demo to Kirby's Forgotten World, and the same thing. He doesn't mind. He thinks that's the full game, and I guess that might be mean, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay $60 for a game that I don't think he's going to get all the way to the end. However, he has put many hours into just the demo, and he hasn't complained whatsoever. He might not know a difference between the demo and the actual game, so I'm going to leave it there. He loves the demo. I'm going to let him push on the demo. But this game, once again, is pretty easy for them to pick up and get going. There's little instructions on everywhere you start. It shows them how the game is played and how puzzles can be solved. And once again, you're Kirby. You're a little pink blob balloon. There's no violence whatsoever in this game. You do get a sword and fire here and there, but the violence is so cartoony. Like I have no problem with it. And it's a fairly easy game to grasp and understand, and it's so forgiving. So once again, my thoughts on Kirby's Return to Dreamland is this is a perfect game for any child. Now, if you want to give it to them as a gift, this game does retail for full price at that $60 price point for a brand new game. You might be able to find it at GameStop or online for around 40, if you're lucky, 49. But however, the demo is available, and there is no time limit on the demo. There's just only so far in the game you can progress. But once again, Todd is loving this game. He doesn't know a difference between the demo and the real thing. So maybe one day when the price does drop, as it is a Nintendo game, it probably won't drop anytime soon. But if the price does one day drop, maybe I'll pick it up for him. Alright, and at number 4 is Yoshi's Crafted World. Again, I've only given Todd the demo of this game, and he's loving it. He doesn't know a difference again, and I guess I just might be a cheap dad, but I'm not going to spend $60 because Yoshi's Crafted World is another Nintendo first-party game, and they never go on sale, and if they do, they go on sale like by $10. So if they're going to give me a demo and let my son play it over and over and over again, I'm going to just do that. Once again, maybe if it goes on sale, I'll get it to him. But so Yoshi's Crafted World, you play as Yoshi, and there is an easy mode and a regular mode. In the easy mode, it's going to be way more forgiving, and the whole point here is you got to complete levels in different tasks. Like for instance, you have to find these dogs that are throughout the level, and there's different puzzles you have to do. Like you got to knock over some set pieces, or you just have to find them and you run into them, and it's just all about exploring. But it's pretty linear. There's different paths that Yoshi has to stay on and take, so it's very difficult to get lost in the game. And then if you are playing it on easy, you can kind of just hover and jump over the bad guys with ease. I very much suggest this game. It's very much so on the easy side for the younger children. However, the instructions are not read aloud. It's all text-based, so you would have to sit with your child and read to them how to do a new move set, or a new skill. But being with your child at the same time is a good idea while they're playing video games, just to help them out. But neither here or there. So Yoshi's Crafted World is my number 4, and it retails right now for around $60. Alright, why do you like Super Smash Brothers?
Because it has something, a lot of characters.
What characters do you like?
My life.
What else?
Kirby.
Who else?
Fox. Sonic Fox.
Who's your favorite character?
Mario.
Mario's your favorite?
Yeah. I just like Sonic and Bowser better.
Lastly, number 5. This one is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. This might be a little controversy, right? This isn't necessarily set up for a child. This ranges from incredibly easy, if you make it easy, to one of the most competitive games out there. Like, this is an esport game at times, but you can set the difficulty down incredibly low. For instance, I have it set up under butt here for a timed amount, and I have it set down really low for the computer, all the way down to 3. And Todd can go in here and pick his favorite character or whoever he wants to play, and he can choose who he wants to play as. But I have the characters set down all the way to 3, so he has a chance to win. But it's not too easy where he's going to win every time and get bored. I have it set so he can lose, and he loses quite a lot of times. Mainly his fault from just jumping off the level and him not understanding if he falls off that he's gonna lose a life. But he's fine with it. Todd loves this game. He can see all the different characters from different games, and he just plays the game. I can leave him alone and he's got it, and he loves it. So he's gotten a ton of hours, and this game, like I said, can be incredibly easy or incredibly hard. As far as the violence goes, it's cartoon violence, just like any video game on this list. There's going to be a little bit of hitting and punching and taking out bad guys, but there's no blood, there's no cuss words, there's nothing with this game that I think would render it as a violent video game, other than the characters actually fighting. But at the end of each match, all the characters stand up and clap for each other. Alright, so that concludes our list, or I guess our second list of easy Nintendo Switch games for kids between the ages of 4 to 7. Here are some of Todd's opinions, and you heard all of mine. So I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you think I did good enough, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see the first list I put out on easy Nintendo Switch games for kids, it'll be linked in the description below. But I hope everyone has a great day, and take care.